Hey everyone, and welcome back to the X-Ring. On today's episode, I know my channel is not about reloading and I don't really cover much reloading stuff. However, I have been reloading for a long time, for the better part of 30 plus years. And I wanted to talk about tumblers, okay? So if you're like me, old school, you started off with probably smaller than this, but a media tumbler. And you usually put corn cob or you put walnut media in there, depending on the finish you were looking for or the shine. And then we got to the point where we were adding stuff to it. You know, back in the old days, guys used to put Brasso in there, and then Dylan came out with their concoction. Well, then kind of it morphed into sonic tumblers or ultrasonics, which I really never messed around a whole lot with because a little after that, that's when everybody started doing the stainless media, okay? And so basically these are stainless pins, and you would have a rotary tumbler. This is a Thumbler's tumbler. This is a Hornady, the lock and load sonic cleaner. And then of course that's a Dylan. So what I'm going to do, you know, the bad part, the unspoken thing about shooting suppressed is it absolutely fouls up your brass, okay? So guys, this was just shot today, okay? I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to show you guys this up close, but this is filthy, filthy stuff. Just for a comparison, I want to show you. This is unsuppressed 6.5 Grendel, same gun within the next couple shots with a suppressor. And so it dirties up the action and everything else. So what I want to do is I'm going to take this 6.5 Grendel ammunition and I am going to put some, or the cases, and put some in the tumbler. Now, in the tumbler, most people are coming up with some type of concoction where they're using Lemmy Shine and a little bit of Dawn. On the Ultrasonic, I'm just going to use the Hornady one-shot. You know, they charge a lot for this. It's a 40-to-1 mix ratio. And we'll try it as well. And then I'll also throw some in the media tumbler, you know, just a regular vibratory tumbler, because there are times that I use this. Because the downside of this is, once I get done cleaning it, then I have to dry it. So I'm going to have to put it on a cookie sheet or something and throw it in the oven or throw it in the dryer, whatever process you use. You're going to have to dry it before you can start loading it. If I'm in a hurry and I've got some brass that's not crazy dirty or anything, I can throw it in this tumbler here, and in an hour I'm ready to load. I don't have to worry about anything else. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take it, split it up into 3 equal parts. We'll put it in the media tumbler with just some corncob media, nothing else, just dry, no additives. Then we're going to use the Hornady one-shot. We'll have it in here for an hour, and then we'll do the Thumbler's tumbler with Lemmy Shine and Dawn for 1 hour. We'll pull it out at the end of 1 hour. We'll see which one looks better. Stay tuned. All right, so what I've done on the stainless steel tumbler, I went ahead and put the Dawn in here. It's about half a tablespoon. And if you use Lemmy Shine, don't go heavy with it. Just a little bit goes a long ways. You don't need to do a whole lot. And if you leave it in there too long, you're going to get a pinkish color to your brass, whereas I believe it's actually bringing the zinc to the surface. It's actually not good for it. So this one's ready to go. What we're going to do is we're going to start them all. We'll go 1 hour on all of them. We'll pull them out. I think I've got, I don't know, 20-something cases in each one of them, and we'll see how it does. Stay tuned. All right, we just started it 1 hour. Let's listen to the noise.
6:49.
It's actually pretty quiet. This is the Ultrasonic with heat on. It is very quiet. I always remember how loud these things are. This one's actually not too loud though. All right, so this is a great example of the brass that we put in there. You can see the factory new ones to the left and off to the right. Those are out of the suppressed 6.5 Grendel. That's actually what we put into the tumblers. All right, so it's been exactly 1 hour, and I'm actually interested in seeing which one performed better because I've actually never done this test before. So we just limited it to 1 hour. It's been right on the 1 hour as far as advantages, disadvantages. So on the stainless steel media tumbler, you can do a lot of cases in this. The other thing is it's very quiet, at least on this model. I do know that one of my friends uses one of the Frankfurt Arsenals, and he was like, man, I can't believe how quiet that is. Now, back in the day when I bought this, I've had this for a long time, and they are a little pricey for a cleaner. There was no Frankfurt Arsenal at the time that was doing this. I know they had rock tumblers and things like that. But let's grab a couple. Tell you what, we'll grab 5 of them. So one of the perks of this is the fact that it cleans very, very quickly. You're only having to use dishwashing liquid and some Lemmy Shine. And you should always rinse these off afterwards, but what we'll do is we'll just put all the cases in front of the actual unit itself. We'll check it for some tarnishing or anything like that, because some of these actually had a lot of fingerprints and stuff on them. There were some older brass cases there were some older cases in here. And we will also look at the primer pockets as well. So there's 5 out of the rock tumbler. Now on the, that actually smells pretty good. On the ultrasonic cleaner, you guys can still see that it's hot. This is a heated model. We let it stay there for an hour. Wow, that's hot. Okay, so that's actually almost too hot to dip my fingers into. But yeah, that seemed to work decently well. But I can already tell you which ones are looking better than others. So that's 1 hour in the ultrasonic. The advantage of this, the disadvantage is it's loud. Not as loud as you would think, depending on how big your tumbler is, or your vibratory cleaner. But it does create a dust. And what I've been told is you do have a lot of lead in that dust. I don't know if that's true or not, but it does create a dust. And it takes a lot longer, I think, to get brass clean. All right, guys, so there they are right out of there. You can see that this is still steaming, so you know this is right out of the box here. Let me zoom in. So this is going to be out of the Dillon CV 2001, 1 hour with walnut media, or corn cob. I think it's a mixture, actually. This is the Lock and Load Hornady with the Hornady Sonic cleaner, and this is going to be the steel tumbler's tumbler. I think it's pretty evident which one works the best. There you have it. All right, so this is the bottom side. This would be the primer pockets. I want you to take a look at it. You'll also notice that in the bottom left there, you are going to see some media that actually gets stuck in the primer pocket holes. Let's go over to the Sonic cleaner. Sonic cleaner, a little better. I would still say it's about the same as the Vibratory, but you don't have to worry about any of the media getting in the primer pockets. And then with the stainless media, you can definitely see a difference. Now, there is a downside to it. You have to make sure you get those pins out. Right there, you're going to see 2 pins that were stuck in the primer pocket hole, in the flash hole. All right, guys, so I hope that was informative for you in case you are looking at getting into reloading and you're looking at some of the pros and cons of tumbling and which one to go with. There's no question as to which one's better. This one, the stainless media, is actually going to be the fastest. I've been told there are some chemicals out now that can do it in some of these Sonic cleaners. I haven't had a chance to use those. If you guys know of some better processes or ways of doing it, please comment below, because it's supposed to be about learning. But this is what I primarily use for cleaning all of my brass. Like, share, and subscribe. I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.